Hi, I'm Sky, and this is a Sebastian figure unboxing video. I recently bought these two figures off a friend of mine who's been selling anime merch for a long time, and I owe a lot of my collection to her skill in accruing rare Black Butler merch. I've been looking for both of these figures for a very long time, and in fact, this Sebastian figure actually completes one of my collections, so I will be showing you that entire collection at the end of the video. I'm going to start with the Square Enix Static Arts Sebastian figure. This one came out in 2008. I didn't know Black Butler existed in 2008, and I would have been much more of a menace if I had. I'm going to go ahead and unbox him now. I'm very excited. I love the design on the box. This reminds me a lot of Book of Circus, even though this came out years before Book of Circus did. Here's the back of the box. There's a matching CL figure that I don't have that I'm still looking for. See if I can find him sometime soon because they would look so good next to each other. Noisy, noisy, noisy. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, they've given me an instruction booklet, even though it looks pretty straightforward. But we're gonna clip him into the bag. I hope I can do this. So here's the base. It's got some classic Black Butler detailing on the edges. And then here he is in all of his demonic glory. I will get a better close-up of him in just a second. I'm going to attempt to attach him to the base. Oh, hello? Oh, you put his heels in, not the front of his shoes. Good going, Sky. Probably did need the instruction booklet. I've done it wrong already. Maybe clip his heels in, Sky. Good grief. I always get so worried when I'm putting my figures onto the base. I always feel like I'm gonna snap them in half. Got such wiry, thin legs. Okay, there we go. It's all nice and secure now. Don't look too closely, he's levitating. Hang on. You can look, now you can look. There he is. There he is. I'm gonna get a better shot of him, just one second. I really do like the movement of his tailcoat in this one. Also love the classic 2008 hair, and the glove pull is iconic. It's a really great figure that I'm excited to have in my collection now, and I will be keeping an eye out for CL. Brings me to him. You can't see because of the glare. This is the Kotobukiya Book of Circus Sebastian figure, and I have been looking for him for quite a while. He's the last figure I need for my Book of Circus collection, and I will show you the other three in just a minute. But he has been a long time coming, and I am so excited to finally have him. It looks like there have been 3 runs of this figure. I have no idea which run this is. Box is in fairly good condition, so I would hazard to say that it's a more recent run. They did a release in 2015, 2016, and then in 2020. Let's unbox him. Okay, so before we get too crazy, here's the back of the box. Here's what the figure looks like. I love that all of these boxes have the little circle with the foiled rose on them. Here we go. I like keeping the boxes for my figures just in case I need to transport them if I move. I always get so worried I'm gonna rip the boxes. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Ah! I've done it. It's clear to me that a lot of thought went into the packaging on these, and I just love how just about every angle is detailed. We've got Sebastian Michaelis right here, and it says Black Butler Book of Circus. Even this is patterned like Phantom Hype Manor wallpaper. I love it. I will probably need the instruction booklet on this one. So we have a chessboard base, and that's a common theme throughout the figures in this Book of Circus collection. Every one of them ties back to a chessboard somehow, which I'm obsessed with. I love when I try and open the box and it's still taped together. Here he is. Here he is. I know I talk about the tailcoat every time, but I love all of the tailcoats so much. Cannot wait to put him next to everybody else. He looks so good. He has a serving tray with CL's white roses and a king chess piece. Goodness, that just balances there. We'll see how well that goes. Boy, I love it when the box is taped together even more, and I didn't notice. Where are my scissors? And last but not least, we have the 2 picture frames that go behind him. They are very classic Black Butler. We've got these vines entwining the frame with the roses, and there's little thorns on them. And then this is the smaller frame. Oh, got it upside down. And then this is the smaller frame that goes in front of it. Now we gotta put them together. Oh, that's really cool. It doesn't go, the smaller one doesn't go in front. I was wrong. The smaller one goes behind the larger frame. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, are we Nice and locked in. Again, I get so nervous every time I put a figure together because I'm afraid I'm gonna break it. I think the one I got the most nervous with was my Book of Murder figure CL, because that one's so delicate and dainty and the most expensive figure I own. I was so afraid I was gonna snap it. There's the base. This is so cool. I just love, not to be silly here, but the framing of it is going to be perfect. I think it's gonna look really good. Time to put you on here. His legs aren't quite as spidery on this one, so I'm a little less worried about damaging him. There he is. And then we just give him his little tray, which, how do we balance this? The tray will not stay on if I'm holding it, so I'm just gonna have to set him down and give you guys a close-up. Yeah, there's no way, there's no way. Just a second, here we go. There are 3 other figures in the Book of Circus Kotobukiya set. I'm going to show you those now. Sebastian is completing this set for me, so I will show you all of them together at the end. We're going to start off with CL. He is probably my favorite out of the bunch just because CL is my favorite. He is sitting on a knight chess piece, which is how he ties into the entire chess motif of this set. And there's so much detailing on this one. There's pearls on the horse here. Wearing the outfit that he wears at the beginning of Book of Circus in the first episode, which is a dream cosplay of mine. It's so good. But he has all the ruffles and the bow on the back here. The horse has 2 rosette ribbons on each side. CL has his skull cane, also holding a very tiny knight piece. I think is an incredible detail given that Sebastian has a tiny king piece on his figure. It's just a really solid figure, and this was the first one I got from the set. Next, I want to talk about Undertaker. He was also a 3-run figure. He came out in 2015, 2017, and 2019. And his tie-in to the chess motif is this broken chessboard here on the bottom. I also love the Death Scythe. The Death Scythe is the showstopper of this figure. Again, the movement on these, I will say that over and over, but the movement on these, like the way his hair and hat are moving, his entire outfit. He's also got detailed mourning jewelry. Each one of these lockets has the detail from the manga on it. And the anime too. What am I talking about? As his earrings and everything, and he's got that devious grin going on. The more I look at this figure, the more detailed it becomes. Like, they've even got like the buckles on his boots. I love it. Last, but certainly not least, we have Grell. Look at her. Her chest tie-in is also a broken chessboard, but her scythe rests on a queen piece. It's just such a nice touch. Again, the movement of her hair and Madame Red's coat and the coloring on the coat is incredible. And the Death Scythe itself is just so much fun, and her little red shoes and her expression. This, in my experience, has been the most difficult one to find, and I am so grateful to have her. I believe they've also done a set of rubber keychains, match the poses of these figures. They are ridiculously expensive, and I've had a hard time finding them. Every time I've bought a listing, the order's been canceled, so there's a small part of me that refuses to believe they exist, but maybe one day I'll get my hands on them. I am going to, for the first time, put all of my figures together and show you the completed collection. I'm so thrilled with how they all look next to each other. They look very cohesive, and I need to get a bigger shelf so that I can display them all next to each other. So happy that Sebastian's finally come home. My little Phantom Hive Manor is complete. I think that's about it for now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!